must be feeling very confident about biological classification. Okay, that is one time you did with me. Okay, you have read it at least 3 times. तो देखो 4 बार हो गया आपका, और फिर हमने क्वेश्चन बैंक भी सॉल्व कर लिया है ना? So you are going to feel confident, and hereafter when you read the 4th and the 5th time, okay, try to catch small things. Okay, बहुत ही छोटी छोटी चीजों को पकड़ना सीखो, जैसे almost. Okay, try to catch numbers. अगर किसी chapters में number होते हैं तो try to catch the numbers. Okay, that is one. Try to catch small English words like almost, finally, sometimes. Okay, though you know कभी कभी हमें लगता है that this is just a random English word, it could be very important. Okay, so please focus on those words. Next, as we progress, we're going to come across a lot of scientists, okay, from the countries that they belong to, their professions, that actual professions. Okay, जैसे बोर्ड एग्जाम्स होता है ना, तो हम बोर्ड एग्जाम्स में लिख सकते हैं कि they were he is a scientist, है ना? But नीट के लिए हम एक ऐसा ऑप्शन ही नहीं होता कि he is a scientist. You know, you will have whether he's a botanist, zoologist, he's a microbiologist, he's a physicist. Okay, do you know George Gamow? Yes, have you heard of George Gamow? Anybody?
No, ma'am.
No, okay. So George Gamow, okay, अगर हम molecular basis of inheritance chapter open करेंगे, okay, तो वहाँ पे George Gamow है. And George Gamow gave us the concept that the codon is a triplet. जो codon होता है ना, okay, AUG, GUG, ये जो codons होते हैं, okay, which is going to code for an amino acid, he says that it should be a triplet. Okay, can anybody think and tell me who he must be? देखो जेनेटिक्स का चैप्टर है, तो व्हाट इज आवर जनरल थॉट, कौन हो सकता है वो, उनका प्रोफेशन क्या हो सकता है? जल्दी बोलिए. बुक्स में मैं देखिए ऐसे ही बोल दीजिए. यस, सुबिनीता.
मैम
सुबिनीता. ओके, सो एक जनरल होता है, बिकॉज जेनेटिक्स का चैप्टर है. ओके, ठीक है, जनरल, क्योंकि मुझे इतना याद नहीं है, आई कैन थिंक ऑफ हिम एज अ जेनेटिसिस्ट, है ना? बट ही इज नॉट अ जेनेटिसिस्ट. ओके, ही इज अ फिजिसिस्ट. वो फिजिक्स के फैकल्टी से बिलोंग करते हैं. ओके, सो जस्ट इमेजिन अ पर्सन फ्रॉम फिजिक्स बैकग्राउंड, ओके, गिव्स अस समथिंग विद रिलेशन टू जेनेटिक्स. ओके, सो बहुत बार ऐसा होता है that we are expecting them to be from a certain branch and they are not from that branch but they are from a totally different branch. Okay, तो इसलिए हमको उनका their profession, okay, and sometimes if the country is mentioned you have to know the country also and the year also. Okay, last to last year, okay, वाला जो पेपर था उसमें रेजिनाल्ड पनेट, okay, रेजिनाल्ड पनेट का country पूछा गया था. Anybody has an idea which country does Reginald Punnett belong to? Yes. Yes, he's a British geneticist, है ना? Very good, Kumudi. Okay, he's a British geneticist. So you have to know that was the correct option. बाकी का सारा it came as match the column, and you had to select the correct option. Okay, कि which one was the correct match the column. Okay, so that was Reginald Punnett, British geneticist. Okay, so ऐसे करके हमको करना है, हाँ? So is why I brought all these things, because this chapter that we are starting today, that is cell. ओके, कल ही मैंने बोला था कि हम सेल शुरू करने वाले हैं. ओके, तो सेल चैप्टर में वी हैव scientists, we have their countries and we have their years also to study. Okay, this is one. Secondly, just 3 मैं biological classification के questions पूछने वाली हूँ आपको. Okay, so what you need to do is unmute करो और जल्दी से आंसर करो. Okay, so name the organism who didn't find its place in the 5 kingdom classification.
Virus,
Viruses,
viroids, lichens, prions.
Virus, viroids, prions, lichens, and mycorrhizae. Okay. Yes. Okay, so this was one question. Second question. Okay. Okay. Name the virus. Okay. Name the virus that causes a pattern on the leaves in tobacco. Name the virus that causes a pattern disease.
Tobacco mosaic TMV.
Tobacco mosaic
Mosaic
virus.
virus.
Yes. ओके तो जैसे टीएमवी है आगे जाके हम देखेंगे वैसे चिली मोजैक वायरस है, टर्निप मोजैक वायरस भी है. ओके नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Truffles and morels belong to which class of fungi?
Ascomycetes.
Ascomycetes.
Okay, very good. Ascomycetes. Okay, so very good. ऐसे हम ना रोज थोड़ा थोड़ा करते रहेंगे. Okay, so that आपका आपको भी रीड करने का मन करेगा. Okay, and you will also be fresh. Okay, so let's start with cell. Okay, cell, the unit of life. Okay. Now that we've studied the 5 kingdoms, okay, and plus with those 5 kingdoms, we have studied 5 other organisms. Okay, they are organisms because they are exhibiting some kind of a activity. We call them as organisms. Okay, but here we have cellular organisms. Okay, एक तो है cellular organisms. And we have something called as acellular organisms. Okay. Cellular organisms and acellular organisms. Now, why do we call them as cellular organisms? Because they are going to possess some kind of a cell. Okay. And that cell could be a prokaryotic cell or it could be eukaryotic cell. Okay. It could be a prokaryotic cell or an eukaryotic cell. Okay. Now, in acellular organisms, we definitely have all those structures that we studied, that is viruses, virions, prions, lichens, and micro. Okay, now listen, when I come to lichens and mycorrhizae, can I write lichens and mycorrhizae over here? Yes, kids? Yes, students, can I
Yes,
write
ma'am.
like? Okay, I cannot write lichens and mycorrhizae. Okay, why? No, yeah, very good. Okay, we cannot write lichens and mycorrhizae over here. That is because, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that is because lichens, okay, are made up of algae, which is either a prokaryotic cell or if it's green algae, it is eukaryotic cell, and fungi, which is again a eukaryotic cell. And then mycorrhizae, okay, is a fungi which is eukaryotic cell, okay, and roots of higher plants, which is again a eukaryotic cell. So देखो, मैं आपको ये डिफरेंस समझाना चाह रही थी. ओके, दो दैट वी आर स्टडिंग दैट ये जो 5 मैं अभी लिखने वाली थी यहाँ पे, दिस 3 mycorrhizae and lichens. Okay, they do not find place in RH Whittaker's classification, but doesn't mean that all 5 of them are acellular. It is only these 3 that are acellular. Okay, and yes, definitely अगर हम viruses के जो offsprings होते हैं, offsprings in the sense they are collections जो होते हैं, okay, when assembly जब होती है उनकी, okay, in the host, that is virions, they will also be acellular. Okay, and cellular organisms will have prokaryotic cell, eukaryotic cell, which will mean that it will include all the 5 kingdoms that we have studied. Okay, it will include all the 5 kingdoms that we have studied. Okay, now another understanding is, okay, I'm just taking example of my hand. Okay, मैं मेरे hand का एक example ले रही हूँ. Okay, so you can see my fingers. Okay, मेरे fingers हैं. Now you can see it's a 3D structure. है ना? There's a length, there's a breadth. Okay, there's a length, there's a breadth, and there's a width also. है ना? So this is a 3D structure. नाउ ये जो 3D स्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट हुआ है, ओके, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ आप लोगों ने रावण देखा है? शाहरुख खान का रावण देखा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So there is this one scene, wherein that the bad man, what is that bad name? I don't remember the Arjun Rampal का जो character था, okay,
G1.
at a place, वो पूरा टूट जाता है, okay, I think शाहरुख खान उसको मार देते, and वो blocks में spread हो जाता है, and then सब कुछ तो हो जाता है, and all those tiny blocks ऐसे ऐसे collect हो जाते हैं, and then that पूरा अर्जुन रामपाल बन जाता है ना. So we are also like that only. Okay, हम भी ऐसे छोटे ब्लॉक्स से बने हुए हैं. Those वो तो ब्लॉक्स बहुत बड़े बड़े थे. We are really made up of very tiny blocks. Okay, तो ऐसे सारे tiny blocks create होके हम बन गए हैं. बट ऐसे नहीं कि एक साथ हम बन गए. हाँ, हम पहले जाइगोट बने, फिर हम एम्ब्रियो बने, एंड देन हम बने. ओके, सो प्लीज ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाटएवर वी आर आइदर अ सेल. ओके, मतलब हम सेल से बने हुए हैं, या and at parts we have cell products. जैसे for example मेरा hair है, okay, hair is not a cell, but it is a secretion, or it could be excretion, or some kind of a product made up of cells. So we say that all living organisms are either cells, okay, is cell and cell products. ऐसे नहीं हो सकता कि either cell है या cell products है, ऐसे नहीं हो सकता. It is cell plus the cell product. Okay, ये understand. Now नॉर्मली जब हम सेल ड्रॉ करते हैं, हम उसको 2D में ड्रॉ करते हैं, लाइक आई विल ड्रॉ इट लाइक अ सर्कल, बट इट इज नॉट लाइक अ सर्कल, इट इज स्फेरिकल. सो प्लीज आप जितनी भी सेल्यूलर स्ट्रक्चर्स देखेंगे आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में, ओके, इफ इट इज लाइक अ स्क्वायर, प्लीज इमेजिन इट लाइक अ क्यूब. इफ इट इज लाइक अगर वो ऐसा कुछ है, अगर समझो इट्स लाइक दिस, ओके, सो इट इज एक्चुअली लाइक अ पिलर. हम इसको बोलते हैं कॉलमनार, ओके, बट इट्स एक्चुअली लाइक अ पिलर. एक 3D पिलर को इमेजिन करो, वो कैसे होगा, वैसा ही होगा. Okay, when I say elongated, okay, cylindrical, imagine a cylinder. This is like a cylinder, है ना? This is also a cylinder, tube-like structure, है ना? So cells are like small, very small 3D structures, okay, and it's like our eyes are not so good enough to see those structures, but they exist. Okay, ये बहुत important होता है सोचना कि they exist. Okay, one. आप लोगों ने वो मूवी देखी है Hot and Hears? Anybody has watched? No. Okay. So no. Okay. ठीक है. So there is this movie which says Hot and Hears. Okay, and the elephant hears something on a flower, and it is just like a small speck. ऐसे छोटा सा एक flower के ऊपर ऐसे एक dot होता है. Okay, I think you can see that tiny dot that I've drawn, and in this dot inside there is actually a full world. Okay, there are organisms of different kind. So it is just trying to tell us that yes, we are there, but there are organisms who are really very small, whom we cannot see. Okay, this is one. So एक तो understanding होगी कि these are tiny little 3D structures. Okay, we are not able to see them through our naked eyes, but yes, since the advent of the microscope and the electron microscope, we can see them. Okay, and we know what exists within them. Third, okay, whatever activity is being done by the living organism. For example, मैं भी मेरा hand shake कर रही हूँ. Okay, so when I'm moving my hand, it is actually that every cell is doing it. Okay, so just imagine एक ऐसे movement करने के लिए, okay, कितने सारे cells है यहाँ पे. Okay, जैसे मैं इतना कर रही हूँ. So many muscular cells over here are working together. Okay, उनके अंदर का जो actin myosin है, okay, they are working in a coordinated manner, okay, to bring about this activity. So next time, okay, if somebody says why are you resting, थोड़ा तो काम कर लो, you can tell yourself, अरे मेरे cells तो कितना सारा काम कर ही रहे हैं. Okay, so your cells are continuously performing some kind of work. Okay, either वो respiration कर रहा है, transcription translation कर रहे हैं, या for example जब मैं ऐसे कुछ कर रही हूँ या ऐसे कुछ कर रही हूँ, तो they are doing the actin myosins. Okay, they are doing contraction relaxation. Okay, your brain is continuously sending signals. Okay, so that is the nervous cells that is sending the signals. Okay, so they're continuously in action. Okay, and that is the reason we say that they are living. And definitely these are also living, but only when they find their host. Okay, only when they find their host. Okay, so all organisms. Okay, have you copied this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So all living organisms are made up of cells. Okay, all living organisms. आपको जो भी दिखता है लाइफ में, okay, whatever you have seen, everything is composed of cells. Okay, next, some organisms. Okay, we can classify organisms. One way we can classify organisms is depending upon the number of cells. There are some who will possess only single cell structure, okay, or unicellular organisms. उनके पास बस एक ही cell होगा. Okay, that one cell is capable of doing everything. Okay, that cell. See, please understand, studying for your exams and going for your NEET exam, that is just what humans do. Okay, हर एक organism का एक ही, like they have very limited processes that they have to do. That is, they have to eat food, some form may they have to eat food. They need glucose for ATP production. That is, they can make they can make the glucose for themselves, or they have to go and hunt for that glucose. Either it could be parasitic predation या फिर saprotrophism. Okay, so एक तो है खाना, okay, खाने के बाद उसको यूटिलाइज करना, ओके, दैट इज एसिमिलेशन, एटीपी प्रोडक्शन करना. ग्रोइंग, ओके, बहुत छोटा सा है तो पहले उसको ग्रो करना है, सो दैट इज ग्रोथ. ओके, एंड ग्रो होने के बाद, ग्रो करने के लिए इट इज गोइंग टू रिक्वायर डिफरेंट प्रोटीन्स. ओके, सो ट्रांसक्रिप्शन ट्रांसलेशन होगा. ओके, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनेलीज. ओके, ये होने के बाद, ओके, दे विल अंडरगो अ रिप्रोडक्शन. ओके, सो इफ यू जस्ट सी, this one cell is capable of doing everything. Okay, right from growth. Okay, right from getting the source of glucose, digesting it, this digestion, assimilation. Okay, assimilation, transcription, translation, and most important is giving rise to your similar kind, that is reproduction. It could be sexual reproduction, it could be asexual reproduction. Okay, so depend karta hai. And this one cell is able to do this. So can anybody tell me which kingdom are we talking about when we say unicellular organisms? Yes, which organisms are we talking about? Which kingdom am I referring to when we speak about unicellular organisms?
Monera.
That's it, only Monera?
Protista.
Protista.
And can you, not another kingdom, but can you give me one more example? Okay,
Fungi.
Archaebacteria is Monera, beta.
Yes. Fungi, ma'am.
Yeast, very good. I will not write fungi, okay? It is only yeast which is unicellular. So see, this one cell, okay, ये जो एक cell है, it can do everything. Okay, वो खुद के लिए ग्लूकोज इधर बना सकता है, कहीं से लेके आ सकता है, उसको डाइजेस्ट कर सकता है. मतलब अगर वो कुछ प्रिडेट कर रहा है, okay, if it is predating on something, then it can digest, it can assimilate, that is make ATP out of it. It does transcription, translations. There are so many different processes it is going to do. Other metabolic activities, and growth karega wo, okay, and ultimately it has to reproduce organisms of its type. Okay, that is reproduction, and this is done by organisms belonging to Monera, Protista, and yeast, which is a fungi. Okay, next is multicellular organisms. Now, multicellular organisms could simply exist as aggregates of cells. Okay, they could exist as aggregates of cells. Okay, for example, you see in porifera. Some of them could exist as tissue. Okay, tissue aggregations हो सकते हैं. Okay. Some of them could be somewhere between organ system, and some of them can have completely developed organ systems. Okay, so multicellular organisms can exist in different types, okay, at different levels. The lower ones will exist as aggregates of cells. Okay, बहुत सारी cells आके अलग-अलग तरह के cells आके बस aggregate हुए हैं. Second level is wherein the tissues are getting formed. Okay, next is a level between organ and organ systems. Okay, and then you will totally have, okay, organ system, organ and organ system. Okay, that is all the tissues and organ systems. Okay, so some of them will exist only as simple tissues, and you have few of the organs developed. Okay, and then finally you have the organ system. Okay, just copy this down, and then we'll take a little more on multicellular organisms. Yes, somebody has sent me a message that they are done. Okay. So now listen, multicellular organisms जो होते हैं, okay, there is some kind of division of labor. Okay, कि आप इन थोड़े cells को बोलते हैं कि आप digestive enzyme secrete करो and you're going to do the digestion work. Okay, some of the cells will do reproduction work. Okay, that is, they'll be involved only in reproduction. Some of the cells will be involved in excretion. Okay, so there is division of labor. Okay, but जबकि unicellular organisms में there is no division of labor. Okay, and that one cell is capable of doing everything. Okay, so unicellular organisms के लिए आपके textbook में please mark कर लीजिए. Unicellular organisms are capable of independent existence. Okay, वो खुद अकेले exist कर सकते हैं. One, and second is they perform all the essential functions of life. Okay, so it is just like we are multicellular organisms, so we have evolved from a unicellular organism that was like one full blown organism. Uske baad, we became, then slowly evolution hua, and then we became multicellular organisms. Just spare me a minute. Okay. Yeah. So, one is unicellular organisms are capable of independent existence. One, please usko mark kar lijiye, textbook mein hai. And second is it should be able to do all the vital essential functions of life. Okay, and please take down cytology is the study of cell. Okay, people after doing BSc can do MSc. Okay, only in cytology, that is you study only cells. Okay, cell के अंदर क्या है, क्या क्या काम कर सकते हैं for 2 years. Okay, so you can imagine how big it is. Okay, next is we'll move on to the discoveries related to cell. Okay, तो यहाँ पे ये थोड़ा सा important है, हमको learn करना है. Okay, please take up, make a table. Okay. sorry. Please make a table. Okay. Please copy this fast. We will take up Robert Brown later on only, huh? Okay. Robert Brown discovered nucleus. Okay. Robert Brown discovered nucleus. Okay. So, anyways, it is there later in the chapter, so we'll take it up.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. So the first thing, okay? Yeah, thank you. जहां जहां पे मैं बोलूं year important है वहीं वहीं पे ही year लिखना. I'm going to mention a few more years, okay? So that you identify कि progress कैसे हुआ है, okay? So we have the first person, that is Robert Hooke, okay? And when he was observing the cork cells, एक plant का उन्होंने cork लिया and he was observing the cork cells, okay, which were actually dead cells, okay? तो उनको बस ऐसे ही दिख गया, पता है, ऐसे ऐसे ऐसे, है ना? सिर्फ उनको ऐसे empty structures मिलने. So you know he called the word cell क्योंकि cell का मतलब होता था you know prison, जेल होता है ना जहाँ पे prison जो लोगों को रखते हैं, okay, so that is cell, okay. So it looked like those closed compartments to him, you know, and that's how he called it as cell. But actually what he was observing was, because this was all dead, he was actually observing the cell wall, okay. Next, okay, let me just tell you the year, you know, in which Robert Hooke identified this. This was in the year 1665. आपको ये याद नहीं करना है. आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू सो दैट यू आइडेंटिफाई द प्रोग्रेस, यू नो, कैसे प्रोग्रेस हो रहा था. 1665 में ये हुआ, ओके. नेक्स्ट इज, okay, the second scientist is Anton von Leeuwenhoek, okay. He was a person to first observe a living cell, okay, or a live cell, and the cells that he observed was RBC, protozoa, and sperms, okay. And there are a few more. He also observed bacteria also, okay. Now, this person is not a scientist, or has nothing to do with the science background. He was a glass merchant. तो glass को crush कर करके, you know, he used to see, you know, he could see something जो उनको ऐसे नहीं दिख रहा था, and he could see it through the glass pieces. Okay, so he started observing and then he started making a note of it. This is in the year 1674. So just see the time period, 9 years later. Next is, okay, यहाँ पे ये दोनों हमको बहुत important है. इनके अगर ईयर आपको याद नहीं रखना है, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली फाइन, ईयर वैसे ही हमको नहीं है, ओके, बट इन दोनों की ईयर्स हमको है, ओके, एंड यू हैव टू thoroughly remember the years, okay, so this is 1838, okay, and this is just 1 year later, that is 1839, okay, ये दो years हमको अच्छे से याद रखना है, please remember this, okay. now see 1838, यहाँ का टाइम पीरियड क्या था, 1674, है ना, ओके, सो जस्ट सी कितना टाइम स्पेस गया है ना, कितना टाइम गैप गया है, यू नो, टू एक्चुअली कम टू सम काइंड ऑफ कंक्लूजन्स, ओके. सो द फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट साइंटिस्ट, ओके, इसमें is Matthias Kleeden, who is a German botanist in the year 1838, because he's a botanist, and these are people who study plants, okay, these are people who study plants. He said that what, you know, all the plants are made up of cells, okay, he said that all the plants are made up of cells, okay, one. Second, there's this another scientist whose name is Theodor Schwann, okay, Theodor Schwann, who's a British zoologist, just 1 year later, okay, and see what did he say. He said all animals also made up of cells, because he was a zoologist, but he further did his studies and he said कि जो outer membrane होता है, okay, animals में, that is plasma membrane or cell membrane, okay, so he used the word plasma membrane, I'm not sure, okay, he said that the outer membrane is the plasma membrane, but plants के अंदर, okay, plants के अंदर the outer membrane is cell wall, okay. now सिर्फ यहाँ पे ना दो चीज का confusion होता है कि who's a botanist, who's a zoologist. You must be remembering that is we study Schwann somewhere else in our syllabus. Where do we study Schwann? Yes, where do we study Schwann in our syllabus? कहीं और हम लोग पढ़ते हैं Schwann? अंजलि,
Schwann cells.
yes, मुझे सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है, please say it loudly.
In neurons.
Just a minute. Okay, so we study Schwann. Yes, very good. Schwann cells. Yes. Okay. तो Schwann cells जो है, we study those Schwann cells in neurons, है ना? So neuron is a cell belonging to the animal body, that is zoology. Okay, we can remember this. इतना याद हो जाएगा कि Schwann is zoologist. Okay, ये याद कर लेना. Okay. अब ये जो है ये उनका नेम तो आपको थर्डली बाय हार्ट करना पड़ेगा कि Schwann is Theodor Schwann. ओके, आपके किसी भी फ्रेंड का नाम रख दो, ओके, Theodor Schwann, उसको याद कर लेना, ओके, Theodor Schwann, ओके, and you have to remember it, you know, it's like something like that British ruled us, okay, so this person, just remember this one person, okay, and you will be able to recollect this person also. Okay, so this is how I have done, okay, when it, you know, I'm just telling you all the tricks that I used when I was studying, okay, so I remember this, okay, Schwann cells, neurons, humans, okay, so that is zoology, okay, मुझे British याद हो जाता है, okay, and his name is Theodor Schwann, okay, so Theodor Schwann is a British zoologist. Year आपको यहाँ से year 1838 से ये 1839 है, ये भी आप याद कर सकते हो, okay, and he said that all animals are also made up of cells, okay, and the outer membrane is called. Oh, why can't you hear me? Give me 1 second. Anjali, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, but the voice is not clear.
Huh?
I can hear you, but the voice is not clear.
Okay, sorry. I can do one thing. I'll just leave the session and I will rejoin. Okay, Anjali, I'm making you the host. Huh? Please.
Yes, ma'am.
Now can you hear me clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's better.
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody had called on WhatsApp, and that's how I think that all, um, because if I don't receive the call, this is what happens, Okay. So please, इनको एकदम thoroughly frame कर लेना, okay, अपने brain में, so that you don't forget, okay, Theodore Schwann is a British zoologist, okay, ये याद हो जाएगा तो automatically याद हो जाएगा कि Matthias Flieden is a botanist, okay, बस तुमको याद करना है कि he is a German botanist, okay, तो मैंने ना जब मैं पढ़ रही थी तो मैंने ऐसे खुद के लिए ना बना के रखा था, मैंने ऐसे बना के एक पेज कहीं पे स्टिक कर दिया था फॉर वन डे, मैं बोलते रहती थी, ओके, Matthias Flieden German botanist, Matthias Flieden German botanist, Matthias Flieden German botanist. So ऐसे ऐसे कर करके मैंने याद किया, okay. Please students remember, it's okay if you can remember, like 2 or 3 things, okay, like botany से related, मतलब जहाँ पे रिमेम्बर करना होता है, मेमोराइज करना होता है, अगर आप 3 या 4 जैसे भी आपको हो सके अगर आप कर सकते हो, okay, it's like this is the board, and I will write some things on top of the board and keep for me, okay, what I want to memorize, okay. So कहीं पे लिख के रखे, पेपर पे ऐसे लिख के रखे, Matthias, इतने भी छोटे से में लिख के रखोगे तो आपको ये वर्ड्स ना क्लिक हो जाएंगे, Matthias Flieden German botanist, okay, चाहे तो उनके साइड में उनका ईयर भी लिख दीजिए 1830, okay. So every day make a target to memorize at least 4-5 things, okay, so that you can always remember it, okay. And Theodore Schwann, अगर आप उसका भी ऐसे कर सकते हो, Theodore Schwann, British zoologist, okay, 1839 ऐसे, okay. तो प्लीज खुद के लिए ऐसे कुछ ना कुछ बनाइए, मेमोराइज कीजिए. Biology, okay, please remember 30% of it, okay, 30% of your questions are based on memorization. Actually I'll tell you 100% is पूरा memorization, okay. एप्लीकेशन का जो पार्ट है, अगर मेमोराइजेशन हुआ है तो ही एप्लीकेशन कर सकते हो ना, अगर मेमोराइजेशन ही नहीं है तो एप्लीकेशन कैसे करोगे, ओके. यहाँ पे तो कोई एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड है नहीं, यहाँ पे तो मेमोराइजेशन ही है, ओके. हर चीज में मेमोराइजेशन है, ओके. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल 5 किंगडम्स में पूछूंगी, सो दैट इज आल्सो मेमोराइजेशन ना, मोनेरा, प्रोटिस्टा, फंगाई, प्लांटी, एनिमिलिया, तो हर जगह पे मेमोराइजेशन होता है, but that is an easy level memorization. This is a little difficult level memorization, okay. So please memorize the names of the scientists, the countries, their professions and the years thoroughly, okay. Tomorrow as soon as we start with the class I'm going to ask you all this, okay. Shall I rub it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this were your scientist, okay. And then there is a very important fifth scientist over here. आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में there is Robert Brown also who discovered nucleus, okay, आप वो भी लिख सकते हो, okay. So I take up the fifth scientist, that is Robert Brown. Year is not mentioned on the first page, okay, please make a note of it. It is 1831, okay, 1831. You have it on your, you move to nucleus now, okay, page number 138, okay, page number 138, NCERT textbook, वहाँ पे year भी mentioned है, so please learn the year over here only, okay. Robert Brown 1831, okay, he discovered nucleus or he observed the nucleus, okay. Next, the sixth important scientist over here is Rudolf Virchow, okay, Rudolf Virchow, and he gave us a concept, okay, that is omnis cellula e cellula, okay, which means that new cells arise from pre-existing cells, and the year was 1855, okay, year was 1855, ठीक है. Now this concept, okay, that is new cells arise from pre-existing cells, आज के डेट में हमको एकदम थरली पता है. क्यों पता है? बिकॉज वी हैव अ सेल, दिस सेल अंडरगोज माइटोसिस, ओके, या बाइनरी फिशन ले लो, ओके, एंड वी नो binary fission ले लो या whatever, okay, any other thing, any other process you take, but you know, on the lines of mitosis, we know that there's one cell, okay, this is called a parent cell, which is going to give us two more cells, okay, that is two daughter cells. So we know today, आज हमको पता है, हमने पढ़ा हुआ है, okay, कि ये जो दो नए cells बनते हैं, it is coming from a older cell or a pre-existing cell. But at that point of time, you know, 1855, to understand this and to talk about it was a big thing. Okay, so we need to remember this, and with all the understandings, okay, Schleiden and Schwann gave us the cell theory. Okay, Schleiden and Schwann gave us the cell theory. Okay, so please copy till here. Okay, and we can mark it directly from our textbooks. Okay, please textbooks open कर लीजिए, page number. अपने टेक्स्ट बुक्स का बहुत ज्यादा इस्तेमाल कर लीजिए. ओके, please use your textbook. So please mark over here. Okay, that is Schleiden and Schwann gave the cell theory. Okay, which says, please mark कर लीजिए textbook में, all living organisms are composed of cells and products of cell. Second is, all cells arise from pre-existing cells. You have to only learn this two, so please learn this two only. Okay. Next. Okay, please copy this fast. Priyanka, is my voice clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Please copy कर लीजिए, and then we'll take that overview of cell from the textbook only. Okay. Okay, Pratik has message, that's done. Okay, so overview of cell जो है, please अपना textbook open कर लीजिए. You have, please read it with me. Okay, you have earlier observed in an onion peel or human cheek cells under the microscope. Okay, onion peel का मतलब होता है, okay, onion cells, which is plant cell, and human cell is an animal cell. So the onion cell is a typical plant cell, has a distinct cell wall as its outer boundary, and just within it is the cell membrane. The cells of the human cheek have an outer membrane as the delimiting structure of the cell. Okay, which delimiting का मतलब होता है, please take up, which marks the limits or marks the boundaries. Inside each cell is a dense membrane bound structure called nucleus. Okay, dense है वो, okay, and this membrane bound structure called nucleus. The nucleus contains the chromosomes, which in turn contains the genetic material, that is DNA. Cells that have membrane bound nuclei are called eukaryotic cells, and which do not have a membrane bound nucleus are called as prokaryotic cells. Next, in the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cells, we will have a semi-fluid matrix, which is called the cytoplasm, which occupies the volume of the cell. And the cytoplasm is the main arena. Okay, और कहीं पे भी cytoplasm के बारे में नहीं बताया है, यहीं पे बताया है, so please mark कर लीजिए. The cytoplasm is the main arena. Arena मतलब area, site of cellular activities in both plant and animal cell. Various reactions will occur inside the cytoplasm. Okay, all the metabolic reactions are going to occur inside the cytoplasm, which is going to keep the cell alive or in a living state. Besides the nucleus, eukaryotic cells will have many other membrane-bound organelles, like the endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria. Okay, if it's a plant cell, you're going to have chloroplast. Next, नेक्स्ट वाला जो लाइन है बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, प्लीज अंडरलाइन कर लीजिए. Ribosomes are not membrane bound. Okay, and this ribosomes, okay, because उनके पास membrane नहीं है, okay, they will exist in prokaryotic cells as well as in eukaryotic cells. Okay, ribosomes, okay, यहीं पे उसका लोकेशन भी लेना, मैं बता ही दूंगी बाद में. Ribosomes are located in the cytoplasm. One, okay, they are located. Can you hear me clearly, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, ribosomes are present in the cytoplasm of prokaryotic cell as well as eukaryotic cell. If there are membrane-bound organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome is present on the rough endoplasmic reticulum. It's present in the mitochondria and is present in the chloroplast. Okay, so please make a note of it. Next, animal cells contain one more non-membrane bound organelles. Okay, animal cell is an eukaryotic cell. Okay, तो हमने देखा है कि plant और animal cells में we will have एक non-membrane bound organelle that is ribosome, and in the animal cell there is one more non-membrane bound organelle which is called the centriole. Okay, and centrioles will help in cell division. Next, we will take up their size, shape, okay, and the length. Okay. So we'll just take up their sizes first. इसको please study करना है thoroughly. Okay, for example, we had studied mycoplasma, okay, which belongs to kingdom Monera. Okay, and these are the smallest cells known. Okay, बहुत ही छोटे से cells हैं और उनका length है 0.3 microns. Okay, आपकी theory में 0.3 micron दिया हुआ है, but if you move on to page number 128, okay, please move on to page number 128. Okay, यहाँ पे अगर आप देखोगे, okay, तो यहाँ पे PPLO दिया हुआ है. Okay, so this PPLO is nothing but mycoplasma. PPLO का full form है pleuropneumonia like organism. Okay, PPLO. This is for all the new students. Pleuropneumonia like organisms. All the students here who have joined newly, please watch the previous videos. Okay, so PPLO is pleuropneumonia like organism, which is also a micro diagram. It says that it is about 0.1 micrometers. Okay, but ये हमारी theory से है और वो हमारे diagram से, दोनों correct है. So you need to remember both. Okay, तो मैं यहीं पे bracket में लिख देती हूँ PPLO 0.1 micrometers. Okay. Next, we have bacteria. Okay, which is 3 to 5 micron meter. Okay, so please understand bacteria which also belongs to kingdom Monera only. ये दोनों kingdom Monera को belong करते हैं. But just see the difference in their sizes. Okay, next. Third, okay, we have, okay, for example, we have the human RBC, okay, which is the smallest cell. Okay, कोई मुझे बता सकता है ह्यूमन आरबीसी का साइज क्या है? ओके, ह्यूमन आरबीसी इज 7 माइक्रोन मीटर्स. ओके, वो हमारा सबसे छोटा सेल है and it is 7 micron meters. Okay, so human RBC is the smallest cell which is 7 micron meters. And then we have the largest cell which is the ostrich egg, and then we have the longest cell which is the nerve cell. Okay, the longest cell is the nerve cell. Okay, so जल्दी से कॉपी कर लीजिए और ये लर्न करना है हमको. हाँ, next we will move on to the shapes. Okay, so shapes could be very different. Okay, but we will move on to the shapes that is given in the textbook. उन्होंने कल शेप्स दिए हुए हैं और उन्होंने थोड़ा सा उनके बारे में लिखा हुआ भी है. ओके, तो यहीं पे आप लोग भी लिख लीजिए. ओके, डन. थैंक यू प्राची. ओके, तो सबसे पहले शेप्स में वी विल टेक अप आरबीसी. ओके, दिस इज आरबीसी, रेड ब्लड सेल्स, और यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है इट इज राउंड एंड बाइकॉन्केव. राउंड एंड बाइकॉन्केव, प्लीज राइट डाउन. ओके, द शेप इज राउंड एंड बाइकॉन्केव so that it can easily pass through the fine capillaries. So that it can pass through the fine capillaries. Next, okay, अगर हम देखेंगे WBCs, the structure is amoeboid. Amoeboid का मतलब है उसका कोई structure नहीं है. Okay, so the shape is amoeboid so that it can do or it can perform diapedasis. Okay, diapedasis or dipedasis. Okay, and dipedasis means, okay, dipedasis means, please understand, this is a capillary. This is a capillary. Okay, this capillary में these are the WBCs. Okay, these are the WBCs. Okay, so this is a blood vessel. ये closed blood vessel है, like a tube. And the tissues are over here. सब जगह पे tissues है, but just imagine there is a tissue over here, जहाँ पे there is a probability of having some kind of a foreign particle. Okay, so ये जो WBCs है, it's going to move out. Okay, capillaries के बीच में जो interstitial space होता है वहां से they have to move out. Okay, ये space create नहीं होता है, छोटा सा space होता है, so it has to come out. So it is going to squeeze out through this fine capillaries and then reach to this tissue. That movement of squeezing out through the capillaries and moving to the tissue is called as diapedasis. Okay, and this diapedasis is because they have this amoeboid shape. Next, we have this columnar epithelial cells. Okay, columnar epithelial cells which are long and narrow. Okay, long and narrow. Okay, so sometimes this columnar cells can have, they can have cilia out over here. Some of them could be secretory also. Next, we have the nerve cells, which is branched and long. Okay, which is branched and long, so that it can transmit impulses. So that it can transmit impulses. Next, this is a trachea. Okay, and trachea, okay, it's elongated. You can see it is elongated. You know, trachea is elongated. Okay, and trachea is a component of xylem. Trachea is a component of xylem, and it's a dead component. It is a dead cell. Okay, it's a dead cell, and the function is for transportation of water. For transportation of water. Next, we have mesophyll cells over here. Okay, so you can see them, they are oval. Okay, and then they are round and oval. Okay, So mesophyll cells, okay, mesophyll cells are present in the leaves. You can see them in the transverse section of the leaves. Okay, we see them in the transverse section of the leaves, and because you can actually identify the color, it's green in color. Okay, it is going to do photosynthesis. अगर कभी कभी किसी किसी के टेक्स्ट बुक में वो कलर नहीं आता है तो आप कलर कर दीजिए ताकि आपको याद रहे. Okay, mesophyll cells contain chloroplast, chlorophyll. Okay, so it is going to perform photosynthesis. A few more cells, which really show distinct shape, and that is your guard cells. Okay, guard cells का shape क्या होता है?
Bean shaped.
Bean shaped या फिर kidney shaped. Any other cell in human body which is bean shaped or kidney shaped? Don't say kidney cells, huh?
Basophil.
Huh? Any other structure in a human body which is bean shaped or kidney shaped, not exactly a cell. Yeah, some part of the cell. Yes? Okay. You can just remember monocyte nucleus. Okay, cell is not bean shaped or kidney shaped. उसका जो nucleus है, that is bean shaped or kidney shaped. We always try to remember things which are very close. हम एक साथ उसको याद करने की कोशिश करते हैं, so that later on हमारा memorization chain of thoughts become easy. Okay, so guard cell is bean shaped or kidney shaped. Okay, तो ऐसे हमेशा दो guard cells होंगे. Okay, two guard cells will always be present like this, and we see that there is a space created over here. Okay, this is a space. Okay, ये एक space है, opening है ये. Okay, and the space is called as stomata. Okay, please remember that stomata is not a cell. बहुत सारे लोग mistake करते हैं, they say that stomata is a cell. Okay, which helps in diffusion of gases. Please understand, stomata is not a cell. Stomata का actual मतलब होता है stoma, which would mean mouth. Okay, we will study this in kingdom animal also. Cyclostomata. Okay, or cyclostomes. Stome का मतलब होता है mouth. Okay, so stoma means mouth. That means space opening. Okay, or a pore. And the cell which is going to make that pore, okay, is the guard cells. Okay, please remember this. Next, we will start with the prokaryotic cell. Okay, अब मेरी बात सुनो. हाँ, हमने जो भी किंगडम मोनेरा में लर्न किया हुआ था, and whatever we're going to study in prokaryotic cell, you can actually club it together. Okay, आप उसको पूरा का पूरा क्लब कर सकते हो, and you can study it एक साथ together study कर सकते हो आप. Okay, so prokaryotic cells include organisms like the bacteria, the cyanobacteria. Okay, under the bacteria, okay, we can have normal bacteria, and we also have archaebacteria. Okay, cyanobacteria, and then we have mycoplasma. Okay, but please remember कि जो archaebacteria होता है उसका cell wall थोड़ा सा different होता है. Okay, mycoplasma. So these are the organisms. Okay, अभी ना please pay attention. In your textbook it says bacteria, cyanobacteria, mycoplasma, and they also mention, अलग से उन्होंने mention किया हुआ है PPL. Okay, that is pleuropneumonia like organism. So you will also remember it like this one. Okay, bacteria, cyanobacteria, mycoplasma, and PPL. Okay, next. Okay, they exist. They are very very small. Okay, and they exist in different forms, different shapes होते हैं. तो हमने वहाँ पे किंगडम मोनेरा में 4 shapes learn किए हुए थे. That is cocci, spherical, rod-shaped bacillus, spigellum. Okay, and we had studied vibrio. Okay, that is comma shape. Okay, so shapes उनके याद कर लेना. Now, Because they are small and they exist as unicellular organisms, they can rapidly multiply. Okay, जैसे E. coli है. Okay, E. coli is a prokaryotic cell bacteria है वो. Okay, under suitable conditions it can reproduce within 18 minutes, 18 to 20 minutes. Okay, तो imagine करो एक पूरे दिन में उनकी count कितनी बढ़ जाएगी. 1 से 2, 2 से 4, 4 से 8, 8 से 16, 16 से 32, 32 से 64. Okay, so they keep on multiplying geometrically. Okay, they multiply geometrically. Okay, please remember this word, geometrically. Okay, next, the structures present in the prokaryotic cell. हम एक structure करके ले लेते हैं. Okay, but we'll just make a note कि हमको पढ़ना क्या क्या है prokaryotic cell. Okay, so in the prokaryotic cell, we are going to first take up the cell envelope and its parts. Okay, the cell envelope and its parts. Okay, one, which will include the glycocalyx, the cell wall, and the cell membrane. Okay, please note this down because हम सबसे पहले cell envelope करने वाले हैं. Okay, second is the cytoplasm. Now listen, बहुत सारे जगह पे यूकैरियोटिक और प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल में साइटोप्लाज्म का मेंशन ही नहीं होता है. Okay, but you have to understand that every given cell will contain cytoplasm, and जो भी organelles है, okay, या membrane bound organelles है या non membrane bound organelles है, तो जो भी machineries है, okay, उस cell के अंदर, all those machineries are present inside the cytoplasm. Okay, so cytoplasm and the various non membrane bound organisms. Okay, the third, okay, is the nucleus. Third is the nucleus, okay, which is the naked genetic material. Okay, which is a naked genetic material. Okay, जल्दी से कॉपी कर लीजिए. Okay, so we will start with the cell envelope first. Okay, जल्दी से कॉपी कर लीजिए. Okay, done. Yes. अपना टेक्स्ट बुक भी साइमल्टेनियसली ओपन कर लीजिए. Okay, because we are going to take up the functions from there. Okay, and आज का आपका होमवर्क क्या है मैं आपको बताती हूँ. Okay, आज का आपका होमवर्क है that you are going to write it, you know, you're going to write it properly and then you're going to send it to me. You can't hear me. Prachi, can you hear me now? Anjali, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm saying that you have to do a homework, okay? That is, you're going to write everything properly and you're going to click photos and send it to me. Okay? Yes. So we'll first take up the cell envelope. Okay? The cell envelope, the first part, okay, is the glycocalyx. Now this glycocalyx can be of two different types. ऐसा नहीं कि ये भी है और ये भी है, ऐसा नहीं है. Either ये है या फिर ये है. Okay? So what is it? Some of them can have a loose sheath, okay, which is called the slime layer. Okay, a loose sheath which is called the slime layer. Okay, and some of them can have a thick and tough covering, okay, which is called the. Okay, So you must have studied this, that in Griffith's experiment, Griffith के जो experiment में we studied that streptococci is of two types. एक तो है non-capsulated, and second one is capsulated. Capsulated वाला जो होता है, okay, because उसके ऊपर एकदम मस्ती covering होती है, okay, they are very violent, मतलब they are very dangerous, okay. So capsule makes the bacteria more stronger, okay. Next. The function of the glycocalyx is protection. Okay, the function of the glycocalyx is protection. Okay, that is, it will not allow any other cell to eat it up very easily. Okay, so that is mostly prevents phagocytosis. Okay, और अगर slimy layer है, slime layer है, so it is going to prevent dehydration. This prevents dehydration. Also helps in adhesion, that is attachment. Okay, और दोनों का एक जनरल फंक्शन, दोनों को लेकर एक जनरल फंक्शन है. Okay, prevents phagocytosis. Okay, prevents phagocytosis. दोनों के लिए.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Huh?
Ma'am, your voice is flickering in between.
Your voice is low.
Can you hear me? Now can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
1 minute. I will just rejoin. Shall I rejoin?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now can you hear me clearly?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So jaldi se copy kar lijiye. Okay. That is, if it is a loose sheet, it is called as slime layer, which prevents dehydration for the bacteria. Okay, and helps in adhesion. Okay, adhesion का मतलब क्या होता है? Okay, to stick. Adhesion का मतलब होता है sticking. Okay, and this two layers, मतलब अगर ये present है या फिर ये present है, okay, it is going to prevent phagocytosis. That is, it will not allow, these layers will not allow some other cell to come and eat the bacteria. Okay, or to eat the prokaryotic cell. ठीक है? Done? Okay. ठीक है. I will just take up cell wall today, okay, and then we can stop. Okay. The second layer is the cell wall. Okay, second layer is the cell wall. Okay, and please note, हमने ये मोनेरा में पढ़ा हुआ था that mycoplasma does not, okay, does not have a cell wall. Okay, that is why it is pleomorphic. Yes, it is pleomorphic because it does not have a cell wall. Okay, somebody asked what is the homework. Homework ये है कि हम जो भी लिख रहे हैं अच्छे से आपको लिखना है. Okay, आपको अच्छे से लिख के मुझे भेजना है कि मुझे बस देखना है आप लोगों ने लिखा या नहीं लिखा है. Okay, next. So mycoplasma does not have a cell wall. Okay, one. Next, please याद रखना Archaebacteria, okay, has a cell wall but it is different. Okay, its composition is going to differ from than that of the normal bacteria. Okay, so a normal prokaryotic cell, okay, a normal prokaryotic cell will have a cell wall made up of peptidoglycan. Okay, peptidoglycan. Okay, now what is this peptidoglycan? Okay, peptidoglycan is made up of, okay, please note, peptidoglycan, okay, this is made up of two units. One is NAG and second is NAM. Okay, NAG and NAM. Okay, so now what is this NAG and NAM? Okay, this is N acetyl glucosamine. Okay, and this is N acetyl neuramic acid. Okay, N acetyl neuramic acid. Okay, next. Okay, अपने टेक्स्ट बुक में फंक्शंस मार्क कर लीजिए और प्लीज लिख दे, बाद में लिख देना फंक्शंस. Okay, so there are very important, two important functions. Okay, the first function is it determines the shape of the cell. Okay, it determines the shape of the cell first, and second is it provides strong structural support to prevent bacteria from bursting or collapsing. Okay, आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में दिया हुआ है. Okay, प्लीज उसको अच्छे से मार्क कर लीजिए. The cell wall, first function determines the shape of the cell. Second function provides a strong structural support to prevent the bacteria from bursting or collapsing. Okay, so imagine, please ये याद रखना, cell wall is a very important structure. Okay, because वो एक rigidity दे देता है, and that rigidity will determine the shape of the cell. One. Secondly, because of the presence of cell wall, okay, हम जब हम ट्रांसपोर्ट इन प्लांट्स पढ़ेंगे, ओके, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि वो टर्जिडिटी रहती है, वो सेल फूटता नहीं है, बर्स्ट नहीं होता है, या अननेसेसरी कोलैप्स नहीं होता है. ओके, जबकि एक एनिमल सेल इट कैन आइदर बर्स्ट या इट कैन कोलैप्स. ओके, तो ये सेल्स विद सेल्स हैविंग सेल वॉल, उनके साथ ऐसा नहीं होता है. ओके, हैव यू ऑल कॉपीड दिस?
Yes, ma'am. Done.
ओके ओके, सो प्लीज अच्छे से पढ़ लीजिए. ओके, कल के लिए आई एम गोइंग टू आस्क यू ऑल द साइंटिस्ट दैट वी स्टडी टुडे. ओके, वी हैव क्लोजली स्टडीड 6 साइंटिस्ट. ओके, सो मैं उनके बारे में इंडिविजुअली सबको पूछने वाली हूँ, तो प्लीज पढ़ लीजिए. ओके, अच्छे से रीड कर लीजिए एंड प्लीज मेक गुड नोट्स. मैं आपको वापस बता रही हूँ, सेल अगर आपका अच्छे से हो गया, ट्रस्ट मी, आपका बहुत सारा चैप्टर्स अच्छे से हो जाएगा. ओके, तो चलो आज के लिए बाय बाय. Yes, bye bye. Thank you.